Just going to show how it's coming off.
Changing the pegs to boards, mini boards. 5 1/4 by 4 1/2, I believe. Just a Torx and a nut. And on this side, perfect. Pause that. Go. So just cleaning up the washer. Using the existing one.
Go ahead, you can record that.
Yeah. So by loosening this Allen keyed nut on the back, you can adjust the right angle of the board.
Flat side down. Washer in.
Perfect. This is just a replacement board, not the entire kit with controls. Less expensive way to do it. Still giving you the enough of a pad to rest your foot comfortably. At least mine anyway.
Oops. Just take the Allen key. And we'll just set it preliminary and we'll test it out.
That looks good.
Go in there. There we go.
You want to make sure it's super tight. You don't want this pedal flopping mid-ride.
Tighten more.
A little bit of a flex in case you're rubbing ground.
A little bit too far back and a little too flat. That's why they're adjustable.
Bring it back a bit and tilt it a bit, just a shade, so I can put my heel on it.
All right.
So these are the Kuryakyn floorboards, and you'll notice, if I could just show it here 1 sec, there are 3 mounting holes for forward, mid, and back control on the resting point on the peg. This needs to be adjusted a little bit further back for me. I'm a little bit shorter, 5'7". So with the forward controls, the pad is just a little bit too far forward for me to rest my foot comfortably. Probably for someone around the 5'10" kind of spot, it would have been perfect, and anything taller probably would have wanted to move it even more forward. Very cool. Very nice board by Kuryakyn. better. That is perfect for me. Got a couple positions of the foot. Brake is right there. That's really comfortable.
That looks like perfect for the angle of your foot and your leg and everything. That's perfect.
That's going to be super comfortable. Really happy with that.
So now we'll just match the other to the other side.
So just taking off the original peg on the left side of the bike now. Cleaning up the washer a little bit. You can use sandpaper or a file or whatever you got kicking around.
Just taking any rough burrs off.
So just getting the pedal mounted before adjusting the position and the angle. This is pretty much as they described in the store, kind of like a plug and play. Nothing super fancy, no fancy tools needed. Little elbow grease, and did read the instructions prior to, but pretty self-explanatory. Something you can do in your own garage. So again, adjusting one of the 3 positions available on this pedal.
That's my guess, and we'll adjust it if we have to.
All right.
There you go.
So this will just adjust the angle of the board to match the other side. Just needs to be tilted down a little bit. It's November in Canada. Sorry for the leaves, but we're lucky we're not freezing today.
And that's what I marked it.
Very flexible board. Lots of movement available to get the right angle and position all around. Very comfortable position. Nice shift location. Same on the brake side. Again, multiple positions for your foot. Really comfortable. I think it's going to be a big improvement.
Yeah, and that took us about 10 minutes.
Okay, so just a couple ratchets, a little extension, some gloves, because we did a bit of a boot on the bike to get the previous sound. It's been some time, but still a little bit hot.
Take off these.
Come down here and you can see right under here, there's a clamp there that's threaded through for the heat shield. So this is going to come off nice and easy off the stock muffler. You can see how much dirt collects under there. Now the new straight shots did come with new clamps for the heat shield. So if you don't want to reuse the existing stock straps, you can get the new ones. So original heat shield, and it's just threaded through there. And the new heat shield has the same.
And then there's a nut back here.
Let's get right in on this one. There's a nut right there.
Get on there. Might be troublesome. Might need to get an extension or something in there.
So again, as you read in the title, this is a 2013 Dyna Super Glide Custom Anniversary. So this is the location and how to change these out on that. This nut right here, to actually loosen the clamp that's holding the muffler to the exhaust, is a 9/16. A little bit of an extension. It's kind of a weird angle to get at there. You want to make sure everything's nice and tight so nothing's loose. Just come around here. Get you on this side to see.
And then,
okay, go ahead. So again, you don't want to bend up and down or left and right too much to try and pull this pipe out. If it's kind of stuck, you can try and put a little WD-40 in on the clamp area, but as you can see, it's coming out. Just super gentle, super light, don't bend anything, and the muffler comes right out just like that. And there it is. Perfect. And I'm sure the bike is a lot louder right now. Go. So, one muffler off, second heat shield coming off. Now you gotta get right underneath here to see like that. Get a little bit of a hand in the way there. Again, 5/16 just to loosen the straps for the heat shield. And it's, Jay's making it look super easy. Again, we're not mechanics, we're not bike mechanics, but
this is a first.
Couple of YouTube videos and a little bit of an instruction manual, and it's worth giving it a try. Maybe you can do it in your own garage, save yourself a couple bucks.
Oh, over here. Silly. There it goes.
There we go. Heat shield is off. Perfect.
Getting the scratch down. And now the 9/16 for this guy again. This one's on the bottom.
This one's on the bottom. Let's get right under here to see.
It's a little bit of a elbow grease to get her started.
If you need to, also here you can hit a little bit of WD-40 if you wanted to, but where does Jay put it? A little elbow grease in your gold. There it is, and the clamp is loose. Now, you can buy new clamps if you want. I did for my Vance and Hines straight shots, but these are actually still in pretty good shape. A little bit of rust on the exterior of the bolt, but again, just a very gentle up and down. Nothing too crazy. You don't want to bend the connection inside the exhaust. This one needs a little bit of WD-40. Again, you'll want to wipe that off as soon as you're done. It's coming out slow. A little bit slower than the first one, but you can see it is coming out. Just about there. Perfect.
And you
There you
spray it
go.
in the right spot. There you go. So as you can see, they're both off now. Just clean this up a little bit with some SOS or WD-40, and this one as well. The old clamps are off. We got the new genuine Harley muffler clamp to replace on those. One here, one here. We got some new hose clamps, stainless steel with the stainless steel screw. That's important because most of the hose clamps are stainless. Most screws are just steel. And then you get a rusty screw on your bike. That doesn't look cool. Got some red high temperature silicone gasket maker, whatever you want to call it. We're going to put a little bit on here.
This just keeps a little bit of the exhaust seeping out and putting some black on your nice chrome. This will just prevent that from happening.
Make sure you get all the way around.
Oh, you
if
can
I
see.
did, if you can see it.
Yeah.
Good.
A little bit all over the road, but it's all good.
That's okay. Now, we'll grab pipe-a-later number 1. It's tight already, so let's loosen that because that, oh, it will go on. So this one's on the bottom, so we want to do that back on the bottom.
So that block on the back that you saw, some of the bikes, some of the newer bikes have a rail. You might have seen in some other videos there's a rail that take off. This model doesn't have that rail, so just make sure those blocks are in the back and they won't be seen when the heat shield goes on. Go under here and see what we're doing. Ooh, a little bit close.
Okay, still a little loose.
Oh yeah, it's loose.
Make sure it's sitting in there nicely.
Now there's some elbow grease.
That's tight.
And the pipe is not moving.
That's
Rock solid. So just giving the actual muffler a little bit of a buff there. And then we're gonna thread the new pipe clamps onto the heat shield so you can see what goes on here.
Take that right out. You'll see the heat shield slides on this way.
A little Vance and Hines on the back end there, so you want to make sure it's in the right spot. And then inside here, you've got this little area to fit that clamp right through, nice and easy.
Right. Make sure you put them on the right way so you don't have your clamp screws showing. Pop this off of here. Boing.
And then just right in there.
So you end up with that.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
So then we'll just get this one over the front one. It's a little easier to do it this way than to try and do it another way. Turn that right down to the bottom. If I can get it to turn, I'll be all right.
Right there.
That should go in just a bit. just get this guy started here. Make life a little simpler. Oops, missed twice. See if I can miss 3 times. Get it? I can't see. What I might do here is loosen the front heat shield just for a second. There's another little hose clamp later down here. That's tightening. How about we loosen? Let's see if we can, yeah, get this to sit in there nicer, like that.
There you go.
Like that. There we go.
That's
so
what you need.
Before
So
I tighten that back on.
So definitely maybe loosen the front heat shield first. Gives a little bit more flexibility there. Oh, you got a suspected spam that paused the video. Can I decline it?
Yeah, just decline it.
Suspected spam is pretty cool. Okay, ready? There we go. Oh, okay, ready? There we go.
Oops, that's definitely not tight yet. Let me get that to go in there. There we go. You don't want to over tighten these things because they will break.
And they'll stretch.
And they'll stretch. Which actually is a good point. After you go for your first ride, when you come home, let the bike cool down and see if these need a tighten. Because the heat might make them a little looser again. Yeah, we're still facing the right direction here, so that's a good sign.
Come around here. Obviously, it's a better idea to start with the lower front muffler. As you can see, they start with the back, it's just going to be in the way.
Like that. And now we have one installed front lower Vance and Hines straight shot slip on.
Looking good.
That looks like $1,000,000.
Here we go. Again, with just a little bit of high temp silicone. Creates a bit of a seal so you don't have any of that exhaust soot coming out and making a mess of your nice shiny chrome there. Nothing crazy, not too much.
Tight enough fit, you just don't need a lot. Okay. Go for it.
Okay, so we just actually put the clamp wrapper on the first muffler we put on, because when you tighten the clamp on, this high temp silicone kind of ekes out a little bit, might drip down. So you just want to make sure that's not getting on the nice fancy chrome.
Okay. So.
There we go. They're pretty loose when you start.
Yeah, I want to make sure it's on the right spot too. Slid off the end there, it's not good. There we go. Wait.
Quite a few cranks to start these clamps on. Again, you don't, that's nice and tight and rigid. It's not moving. No jiggling.
Yeah, you don't want wobbly pipes.
Definitely don't want wobbly, especially on these Dyna Super Glides. There is no bracket like the newer Softails.
We're going to see these again, so we might as well make them nice and clean for the first time. Now, same thing as last time. Go for it.
Oh, yeah. So again, like the first one, if you loosen the heat shield on this here, the heat shield from there will slide in a little bit better. And it'll make it a nice tight fit like that is right there. So again, these vented pipe clamps that hold the heat shield on, they're great. They're brand new, but you don't want to over tighten and stretch them, because then you're just going to have a rattling heat shield, and that's going to annoy everybody.
Where are you? Oh, right there.
So again, just loosening this heat shield here.
A little bit. Like that, so it slides inside. See if you notice
see that fit?
Just that
Perfect.
taper just bevels in like that.
What a great fit. It's seamless.
Turn that a bit so that it's Vance and Hines facing the right way. Right there. Look at that.
Perfect.
Pretty. So now, take this up. Keeping the clamps to the back so you don't see them.
Don't worry, we'll wipe the fingerprints off the chrome before the test.
Oops, sliding around. Then we'll retighten the front one that we loosened for the front heat shield.
Perfect.
There you go.
And there you go. Give them a wipe down, but that is the difference between stock and Vance and Hines straight shots. Shining up real nice. And that was probably, for the pipes, a realistic 20 to 30 minutes tops total, from loosening the first bolt to remove the existing stock mufflers to tightening the last band on this second heat shield. So not a long time. Again, not mechanics. Just kind of read instructions and watched the YouTube video, and that got her done. Next we'll hear these bad boys.